Okay, today we're going to Garita, Rancho Garita. I got a phone call going. We're going to Rancho Garita, and we're coming off of Highway 12. We went west out of Trinidad. This is County Road 41.7. It's also called Sarcillo Canyon Road. And we're going to look at some tracks up here. And this is the beginning video that I'm going to use for several tracks in Garita. So please take a look at the other ones that I have. They're anywhere from 5 to 15 acres. One of them has a cabin on it. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the drive as we go up here. All these tracks are about 25 minutes out of Trinidad, Colorado, and I just left a small mom and pop grocery store that's only about a mile behind me here, and got gas and some breakfast. And I'll be videoing the tracks, taking pictures, and flying my drone over them, and I'll keep showing you clips of the drive as we go up to these properties. Make it easy for you to find them. Okay, now we're about a couple miles up Sarcillo Canyon, where we're going to come to the turnoffs to go into Garita. Is only about 7 miles up, and you can see you have pavement all the way to very close to the entrance of Garita. So on any of these tracks, you're only going to have, a couple miles of subdivision maintained road, county road, etc. The sun finally came out today. This is early spring, so it's nice to be able to get out and take a look at these properties. After you come up County Road 41.7, I don't know, this is about 5 miles. And then it turns to county maintained graveled road. And we're going to be going into first Garita West, which will be taking a left. The first left right after that, where the pavement ended. So you come around this corner, and this is where we take a left to go into Garita West. Garita, what I would call east, is about another couple miles up the road. We'll take a right to go into that part, or they call it Rancho Garita South. And this is Ponderosa Drive or Smith Trek Drive. It's a little confusing when you're driving through here, but if you watch the video driving up in here going to the properties, then you'll understand how to get there. Okay, we just came up Sarcillo Canyon, and we're taking a left on we came off of Highway 12 up Sarcillo Canyon. The cattle guard we left is only about 3/4 of a mile down that way for pavement. We're going to go about 3 miles up into Rancho Garita South. You can see the sign here. It says 2 Ponderosa Drive and Smith's Trek. And we're going to drive up to track 1077. Today it's 47 acres. It's going to have owner financing on it, and it's back in here, and it's going to be really private. You have a meadow valley bottom and then a hilltop with a nice big flat area. We've just come in about 3/10 of a mile into Rancho Garita South. You're going to come to this point. You stay right. This the sign says Ponderosa Drive one way and Ponderosa Drive the other way. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, you stay right when you come just a little ways into the ranch, and then up here in a little bit we'll be taking a left onto I believe it's Deer Valley or Deer Path Road, and then I'll show you the rest of the turns of how to get to the property as we go. It smells really good right now today, this morning. It rained about 1/3 of an inch last night, and you can smell all the pines and the junipers and the pinons. It's beautiful. And when we get to the top of this hill, when you're driving in here, you're going to see the Sangre de Cristos to the west. Sangre de Cristos, that's where the National Forest is at. A lot of the National Forest, and you're going to see the Spanish Peaks to the east, to the north. So there's the Sangre de Cristos. When you're driving up here, they look about like that. And the Spanish Peaks are right over there, but that tree's blocking it right now. And you're going to be able to see all the way back to Fisher's Peak, that to the east, southeast. And this is a nice location. You're kind of in the center of the county. You're not that far off of pavement. And yeah, you can see Fisher's Peak this direction. And this is south into New Mexico. That furthest ridge is New Mexico, and Fisher's Peak sits over Trinidad. That's a 10,000 foot peak, or flat top. It was created by volcanic activity. And there's the Spanish Peaks, and I'll show you that in a second. And we have a year-round winter temperature of 50 degrees, and there's year-round access to this property due to the gas wells that are back in this ranch. Okay, I had a little phone call interrupting things. We've only gone 0.8 miles so far, and this is where you can see the Spanish Peaks too. When you're driving in, they look about like that when you're driving in here. So it's pretty, and like I was saying about this area and the location, you're only about 25 minutes from town, or 25 minutes to any of the public lands, the lakes and things like that in the area. So it's really kind of centered really well in the hills before you get to the mountains west of Trinidad, Colorado. And there's also a mom and pop grocery store. It's called Ringo's. It's in Segundo. So if you drive back out the way we came in and get on Highway 12, take a left, then you're going to be on you'll be at Ringo's in about a mile. So Ringo's, with a grocery store and gas pumps, is about 15 minutes from this property or less. And we're going to be coming up here and taking a left on that deer path or something. A little bit further up from where I just showed you the Spanish Peaks. Now it all of a sudden turns into Smith's Trek. We were on Ponderosa Drive. Just stay on the main road when you're coming in here, and you won't get confused. There's no place to turn here or anything. You can really see the Spanish Peaks. It's pretty. See the Sangres again right there. Here we go. All right, we'll take a left on Deer Valley Road. It says Smith's Trek and Deer Valley Road. And then we're gonna go down here and we're gonna take a left, and then we're gonna take another right. And then we just go to the end of the road and we'll be at the property, and it'll be on our left-hand side. Okay, we're on Deer Valley Road still. We only came maybe a quarter mile. Right to this sign, we're about 2 miles into the ranch off of Sarcillo Canyon Road. When you get to this point, it says Log Cabin Drive one way to the right. We're going on Pine Needles Drive. There's power This is a good southern facing property. Bottom line is power stops at this place right here. So it's gonna be just about, I'd say about almost 3 miles back in here to get to this property. You can see it rained last night, and the roads are not muddy or anything, so that's what happens around here. So if you have snow in the winter or something like that, it melts and goes away fast. It doesn't take much of a vehicle. An all-wheel drive vehicle or a four-wheel drive vehicle is great for these mountains. The Subaru would be awesome. So there's a left-hand turn right here, but we just keep going straight forward. So the land's gonna be up here on our left here in a second. Just coming down this little hill. We're at 2.4 miles right now. I'd say 2.5 because I started my odometer a little late. Nice cottonwoods. Another thing about this property, it has this valley bottom creek bed going through it. So drilling a water well should be pretty darn easy at a lower cost than most places. I would never drill a water well on top of the hills. I tried that when I first got here, and had a 600 foot flagpole hole. Yeah, okay. There's a gas well right here on the right. There's no gas wells on this property, but that one that's on the right there, that is very close to the northeastern corner of the property. So starting right here, everything on the left is going to be the property. Most of the 47 acres is on top and goes that direction. Okay, so we're driving the western boundary line, headed kind of south. If you look at the maps, you can kind of tell where I'm at, especially from reference from that gas well. This is from the north where we drove in. Yep, it's right at 3 miles to get to the property boundary. Like you're gonna have, like I say, with this canyon or this draw in here, you should have a good opportunity to get in a water well. Everything on our left is the property, so most of it is going to be up on top. And I've been trying to figure a way to make a road. Yeah, there's water-philic plants down in here. So that means there's water here. So you have this valley. You could build down in here. There's nobody back here. This is the end of the road. You could build down in here and you could drill a water well like right there, right here somewhere. You have a good water well and use solar. And then find a way to make a road up there. Because once you get on top, there's a lot of usable land up there. Probably have to go along the side of the hill to do it. I know rancher people that will do it for less than a lot of guys. Probably go between that mound right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not hiking up there, but and this is the end of the road. Here is the southern boundary line. But it has some nice valley bottom down in here. Yep, you're gonna have to go up around that right there and then snake up to the top. And I would guess about, I just noticed this. We're on the land. I'd build a place somewhere in here. Oh, this is an old hand-dug water well. Oh, look at the rock. I don't see any water down there. We hadn't had much rain in about 40. Wow, that's kind of cool. In 40 days, we've had about a ½ inch of rain. Which June is the driest time of year here. Yeah, I'd put a place right down in here, and then eventually knock a road going up on top. A water well right in here probably be about 200 feet is my guess. I can see the grass is still green down there in the little canyon a little bit. And when we got moisture, wetter times in the year, that this is going to be a lot more active at different times. Okay. Northwestern corners. There's that gas well. Northwestern corners up there somewhere. Okay, we just got done flying the drone over the property, and yeah, if you need any help in this area, this is the property again down that way. If you need any help in this area, I'll help you out. You can check out my website at ranchviews.com if you're looking this on Lands of America, Land and Farm, or lands.com, and you can go to my website ranchviews.com, and you can see other properties as well. So thanks for watching.